Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Oedipus Rex.
Just was seats and the boast here and now. O Oedipus has spoken angry words. This is no time to wrangle, but consult how best we may fulfill the oracle.
King as thou art, free speech at least is mine. Thus then I answer, since thou hast not spared to twit me with my blindness, thou hast eyes. Yet seest not in what misery thou art fallen, nor where thou dwellest, nor with whom for mate. Dost thou know thy lineage? Nay, thou knowest it not. And all unwitting art a double foe. To thine own kin, the living and the dead, I, in the dodging curse of mother and sire, one day shall drive thee, like a two-edged sword, beyond our borders, and eyes that now see clear shall henceforward endless night. Aye, and the flood of ills thou guessest not, shall set thyself and thy children in one line. Flout then both Creon and my words, for none of mortals shall be stricken worse than thou.
Must I endure this fellow's insolence? A murrain on thee! Get thee hence! Begone, avaunt! Never cross my threshold again.
I ne'er had come hadst thou not bidden me.
I know not. Thou must have folly. How long hast thou waited to be summoned here?
Such am I, as it seems to thee a fool, but to the parents who begot thee, wise.
What sayest thou? Who begot me? Speak!
This day shall be thy birthday and thy grave. And yet this very greatness prove thy name.
No matter, I have saved the Commonwealth.
'Tis time I left thee. Come, boy, take me home.
Aye, take him quickly, for his presence irks and lets me gone. Thou canst not plague me more.
I go, but first I will tell thee why I came. Thy frown I dread not, for thou canst not harm me. Hear then, this man whom thou hast sought to arrest, with threats and warrants this long while, the wretch who murdered Laius, that man is here. He passes for an alien in the land, but soon shall prove a Theban, native born. And yet his fortune brings him little joy. For blind of seeing, clad in beggar's weeds, for purple robes and leaning on his staff, to a strange land he soon shall grope his way. And of the children, inmates of his home, he shall be proved the brother and the son, of her whom bare him son and husband both, co-partner and assassin of his sire. Go in and ponder this, and if thou find that I have missed the mark, henceforth declare I have no wit nor skill in prophecy.
Alright, House of Bernarda, Alba. How's the Bernarda, Alba?
Bernarda, face of Juliet, Magdalena, face of Romeo. Blah, blah, blah. They go to the towns at the gates of Bethlehem. Oh, Elisa, child of mine, come with me to the edge of the sea. The little ant is at his sword. I'll give you my breast and bread. Bernarda, face of leopard. Magdalena, face of lion. Oh, Elisa, will go to the palms at the gates of Bethlehem.
All right. Queen Nancy from Romeo and Juliet.
I dreamed a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
But dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes, in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little enemies. Athwart men's noses as they lie asleep. Her ragged spokes, made of long spinner's legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers, her traces of the smallest spider's web, her collars of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket bones, the lash of film, her wagon, a small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as her own little worm, pricked from the lazy finger of a maid, her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by the joiner's squirrel of old grub, time out of the mind of fairies' coachmakers. And in the state she gallops, night by night, through lovers' brains, and they dream of love.
Cover of the
Or
wings,
warriors'
like
knees who dream of the courtless straight.
Her traces,
Or lawyers' fingers who stray dreams of
drawn
fame.
with steam,
Or ladies' lips who stray dreams dreaming with awe, the angry bomb closers play.
in this state she
Because
gallops
his breath
night
is
by
sweet as
night.
tainted are. Sometimes she gallops
And
with
it's
her
stated
pointer's
gallops
nose,
night
and
by
it's
night.
the tea of smelling out a suit.
She's the
And
fairy's
sometimes
midwife,
it's
and
she
she
that
draws.
still takes tail, tickling a parting's nose as the light asleep.
Prick from the lazy finger of the maid.
Sometimes she drops over
A
sword.
church,
And then dreams he of putting forth things of creeds and
made by the sparrow.
of hell's 5 fathoms moving on. Drums on his ear, starts to wake, and beating the stone, swears a prayer to. Lives
From the
again.
lazy finger
This
of
is
the
that
maid.
very path that claps
Our
the
goal
gates
is
of
up
horses,
to God.
the elf lock and four sledge strings, which once untangled much more than before. This is the half, the line of back, that presses the first
Shake
bear,
no bigger than
making
an
this
egg.
one carriage. This
And
is
drums.
she.
Peace! And good Joe, peace. To talks of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and even more inconsistent than the wind, who woos even the frozen bosom of the north, and then being angered, puffs away from thence, turning his face to the dew-dropping south.
I fear, too early, for my mind misgives. Some consequence, yet hanging in the stars, shall bitterly begins his faithful date. With the night's reveals and expired term of a despised life closed in my breast. By some vile forfeit of enmity death, but he that had the still age of my course dragged my sail on the husky gentleman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the last thing
I didn't go to the moon. I went much further. For time is the longest distance between two places. Not long after that, I was fired for writing a poem on the lid of a shoebox. I left St. Louis. I ascended the steps of the fire escape for the last time and followed, from then on, in my father's footsteps, attempting to find motion what was lost in space. I traveled around a great deal. The city swept about me like dead leaves. Leaves that were brightly colored but torn away from branches. I would have stopped, but I was pursued by something. It always came upon me unawares, taking me altogether by surprise. Perhaps it was a familiar bit of music. Perhaps it was only a piece of transparent glass. Perhaps I'm walking along a street at night in some strange city before I found companions. I passed the lighted window of a shop where perfume is sold. The window is filled with pieces of colored glass, tiny transparent bottles in delicate colors like bits of a shattered rainbow. Then, all at once, my sister touches my shoulder. I turn around and look into her eyes. Oh, Laura, I tried to leave you behind me, but I am more faithful than I intended to be. I reach for a cigarette. I cross the street. I run into the movies or a bar. I buy a drink. I speak to the nearest stranger, anything that can blow your candles out. For nowadays, the world is lit by lightning. Blow out your candles, Laura. And so, goodbye.
Thank you. So, thank you very much. I hope you had a glimpse of, one second, down. I hope you had a glimpse of what this kind of stuff can do. I hope there were some beautiful theatrical moments here, both in the first thing we did and now. I hope this expanded how you think about storytelling, expanded how you think about design, and the connection between scenery and props and lighting, which happens right here, right? And character and choreography. I have my contact information if anyone wants. If anyone took pictures, I would love to have them. And also, the Cinefest something people who do the like sharing thing. There's a thing on the piano. I think there's a page that says this thing, right? What's it called? Exchange, right? Exchange, yes, right. So the exchange people want all of our stuff. So we have a real photographer who took pictures, but we also took pictures and just write up what you thought. We did this, I love this, I hated this. So they want to hear about this so that the world can see how awesome this little workshop we had here was. So you can take my card or give me your information, or our paths will cross someday. Thank you very much, and enjoy Cinefest.